What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Black Clover mobile video. Alright guys, real quick here, I want to talk about mostly free to play here, and at the same time talk about what to expect and what to save for, especially if you're going to be playing free to play in this game like I am. Now, I'm not planning to spend here because I do want to have that full experience as a free to play player, kind of want to grind, have a little bit of struggle, and at the same time be strategic about what I do with my account. Now, with that being said, I'm going to show you guys real quick where my mages are at, what I've been doing, and where I'm going, and what the plan is for the future, and what you should prepare for as well if you're being free to play or not. It doesn't matter what you are. Season 2 is going to be a month away. I mean, less than a month now at this point. And we have a couple units coming out. One specifically OP unit that's still being used in JP and KR as one of the best units in the game. So we're going to talk about her. Plus 2 units that should be coming out with the next 2 weeks that you definitely want to save for, especially as a free-to-play player. So here's my current account. I have a UR in Mars. I have an SSR in Mimosa. I have Rill here, who I've been kind of working on a bit. I have an SSR Asta Defender version. I've got the SSR Uno, and I'm actually working on getting my next SSR here with Finral for the speed and buffs. Now, I have not really summoned too much yet in this game. I did get my Mimosa pretty quick, and I got her SSR card. So I'm still debating if I want to go for Asta, which I know is going to be a powerhouse in PvP, or if I want to go for Yami. Now for Yami, I'm probably not going to go for him, only because if you look here at the Gateway of Reunion, I've actually chosen him. So I'm going to try to complete this. Obviously, you should be doing the same. Make sure you choose the unit you want to go for, and then make sure you go for this rather than going through the summon. So I might just be happy enough with what I have right now and save all my currency to max dupe out the unit that I'm going to talk about shortly. Okay, so in that unit in Season 2, guys, is going to be none other than Swimsuit Noelle. I'm going to bring her over here so you guys can kind of see what she's all about. Now, this unit here is a power unit, is an attacker, and is actually being currently used, you can see here, from Pride One. Shout out to Pride One as usual. We use them a lot of resources as gacha players. You can see here SSS, SSS. If you go back to the tier list, as a matter of fact, she is the only SSS unit all across the board. Literally, for any, doesn't matter where you're at, she is the top unit in the game. Outside, of course, Julius, who just came out. I think he's a little underrated. He's probably should also be triple S across the board as well too. But let's talk about Noelle. Now, she's a Season 2 unit. She's going to be the primary unit here for Season 2, and the one that most people are going to aim for. And I'm being told by a lot of veterans, try to max dupe her even as a free-to-play. Now, as a free-to-play player, we have a lot of ways to get currency currently, and I want to make sure that I still have that opportunity. So here is what she's all about. So she is a swimsuit unit. So right away, you know she's like a summer unit, I guess. So skill 1 Aqua Wave, it's an AoE, attack 55%, magic attack 55%, uses fast currents to create clouds of spray, dealing damage to all enemies. If you have a barrier, attacks after applying weapon enchantment 1 to yourself. If you have Blessing of Water, attacks after applying weapon enchant level 2 to yourself. And this is what weapon enchant does. Increases damage down by 30%, which is wild. And then level 2 is 40%, so even better, obviously, right? Skill 2, Skill Healing. Grants all allies a buff with using Magic Water. Grants a designated ally Blessing of Water. If you see Blessing of Water here, creates a barrier that grants immunity to fixed amount of damage and counterattacks upon being attacked. If your enemy fails to remove your barrier on the first attack, you will perform a counterattack, which is crazy. So equal to 120% of magic attack for 2 turns. So that's the barrier right there. Grants all allies barrier equal to 100% of magic attack for 2 turns. There's the barrier itself, blocks a fixed amount of damage, and then grants allies increased favorite damage. So increases favorite damage done based on elemental wheel, 10% right there. So you can increase this obviously based on the levels, barrier, Blessing of Water, barrier, Blessing of Water, and you can see here as well too the attack and magic attack go up here based on skill 1. So not only is she an incredible AoE attack unit that buffs herself and does great AoE damage, but she also provides you guys a plethora of ways to counterattack, having barrier for survivability, and barrier becomes the meta after a while. Healing is not as good as barrier, so barrier units are favored in this. And then her special skill summons a massive water drop that engulfs all enemies, dealing damage, applies increased magic attack level 2 to yourself, and then attacks. So first you do that, and then you perform your attack. Grant yourself increased magic level 2 for 2 turns after the attack is done, and that gives you 55% more attack with that skill. So you'll do that first, and then you'll perform your move on that. Now, combined attacks. Perform the combined attack with your partner, dealing damage to all enemies. If you have a buff, attack applies 15% damage to yourself after attacking, of course. Attacks after applying. Sorry, so applies first and then attacks. And then, of course, you can increase that skill. And then her passive, at the start of the wave, grant yourself a barrier equal to 10% of damage taken for 2 turns. And you can see here, based on your barrier and how what you have going on here, you do weapon enchant 1. Okay? And if you have Blessing of Water, you do weapon enchant 2. So these two work well in hand with one another. So this character right now is considered the best character for us for a while, and also one of the top characters, maybe still the top character in JP and KR. So definitely expect that for season 2, and this is what you want to be saving for. Whether you're a free to play or not, it doesn't matter. She is the unit you want to go for. Now, in regards to other characters that are coming out in the next 2 weeks, 2 major characters are going to be released, and you probably want to go for them as well too. And that's going to be Licht right over here. We've already done a review on him, but increases critical rate, applies defense penetration, attacks after applying critical rate on himself, and applies 30% increased damage to yourself attacking an enemy when combined. And then united attacks Lich and Raya. And this is what makes it important. They worked well together. Summon countless swords made of light to deal damage to all enemies, applies defense penetration to yourself. And you guessed it, the next character is actually going to be Raya. So these 2 characters are coming out together within the next 2 weeks. So it looks like the banner is going to be there. They're meant to be pretty much destroying everything in sight. AoE damage, single target damage. They work well together here. They increase each other's attacks, provide defense penetration. So absolutely, you want to go for these 2 characters. You can see here on the tier list as well, right? If we go back to the tier list here, let's go right here. Raya, SS, Lich, SS. PvE and PvP, both of them, right? Can do really, really well for you, especially as greens, as sense units, and are going to be a really good bang for your buck, especially if you're free to play. Now, with that being said, though, I do want to do one more summon before we continue on here, because I just had really bad luck. So because of the amount of resources we can currently get, you can see here it's 11 days with drop rate up. I do want to at least get myself a unit. You can see here also this is purchasable. So guys, remember that you can't actually do this unless you buy the premium black crystal. So a lot of people are asking me questions about that. It is a pay to win guaranteed SSR jumpstart. So if you are planning to go, this is actually a good rate, a good value for you. But for me personally, this is the one I want to go for here. So you can see I got 5 tickets, 2,241. Now, if you're wondering where I'm getting most of my tickets from, of course, of doing storyline, do your challenges, number 1, but also at the same time, the limited adventures are actually really, really good too. So make sure you're doing those. So the challenges here, limited challenges. If you're doing right over here, the Hall of Illusions, I'm getting myself quite a few items here, or crystals, I should say. And then you can also do these once a day. So make sure you're getting all of these done. I haven't done these 2 yet because I just opened them up. So we're going to go ahead and jump on those very, very soon and get those done. Make sure your stamina is being used, guys. Try to get this as low as you possibly can so we can start recharging, and you can boost your characters up quite a bit by doing so. Get their bonds up, get some gear for yourself, get some magic potions, obviously, level them up, etc. Right? But for now, before we go any further, here is what we're going to do. We're going to do a quick summon. Hopefully I get Asta. I'm really hoping to get lucky. I haven't had any luck at all, to be quite honest with you guys. So this account has been pretty lackluster, but we may get lucky here. Maybe maybe when I'm making a video. Oh, there you go, baby. Okay, that's a good that's a good sign. Okay, let's see. Come on, another SSR. Okay, I'll take one. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay, no, that's not it. That's what I'm freaking talking about, boys. We got him. All right. Got Soul. Klaus. Rev G, okay, another one. I'm just so happy about that Asta. Holy man, took long enough. All right, now I got another great. I can get those guys up. This was huge, guys. This is huge. I'm so happy about that. Okay, now I need to get myself a damn William to complete that. So there you guys go. So now I've got all 3 of them. I'm gonna have Yami eventually, right? So now that I've got him up here, we are all set for some PvP action, boys. So we're gonna get him leveled up, gonna get him to UR, and then SS, or hopefully LR as well, and then continue to rock with this unit here, because I already have a defender. I was really hoping to replace Asta with an attacker. So now that I have him, we're rolling. Now keep in mind, when you get this guy, he's only attack, okay? Don't worry about magic attack at all. He has 0 It's all about attack. We'll do a showcase on him, Yami, and Mimosa as well too one day. But for now, super excited. All right, boys. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.